Hi, everybody.
Hey. Hello. Where's the controller? She's stepping on it.
Oh,
Lila.
hi, Lila.
Hi. Yeah, you need to back up, my love. Wait, I want to be a part of the video. You can do my makeup.
Mm.
Hey guys, this is my partner, Cameron. We're nervous.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
running on like 4 hours of sleep,
Yeah,
so.
we're tired and a little nervous, but yeah, so he's also a psychic medium.
hmm
What's your TikTok username?
Casper needs therapy.
Yeah. There's a lot of scammers out there, so look for the one that has like what, how many followers do you have? Like 7,000 something?
I don't know, I've lost
Yes,
count.
like 7,000 something, and it's Casper Needs Therapy.
Yep.
That's him. I'm gonna do his makeup today.
Yeah, she actually never really does my makeup not because I don't let her, just never happens. But I'm excited to see what happens. She's done
My
it
hair up on it.
twice since we started dating.
Yeah. We're a little nervous, so we're stumbling, but
Yeah.
um have I ever used setting spray?
Nope.
No.
I don't even remember what you did last time, but I don't think you had setting
Nope.
spray.
I didn't have
We had a
very
very
much.
limited
Yeah,
supply of what
but
you
now I have a lot more.
You have an entire bag.
Okay, so this is the NYX Professional. Bear with me. It does apparently everything. Prime, set, and refresh. So I'm gonna prime his face with it. Close your eyes, please.
This reminds me of when we were using the hose last week. Oh,
Okay.
it smells nice.
It is nice. It's very nice. All right. So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions
Okay.
about your work
Okay.
so people can get no ma'am, no ma'am, so that people can get to know you a little better. Back up, Lila. You can open your eyes. Lila, back up. Will you help me? She's so hard-headed. She's so hard-headed.
You're not coming this
Pit
fast.
bulls are so hard-headed, y'all. Oh my God. Um, oh no. It's okay. This video is a little messy.
Maybe a little janky, but that's the fun
That's
part of it, right?
okay. Okay, you can do
Okay, I
that.
guess you can stay right there.
That's fine, but don't push. Do not push. So I'm gonna use I need to see which foundation is gonna work the best for him, but the first question I have has to do with what is your favorite type of client to work with? What kind of energy do they have?
I like clients who are curious and ultimately there to have fun. I find that the work we do can be really serious for the subject material. So when someone's energy is also like really serious, it's not that it's not fun to do, but the most fun ones are the ones where they're just enjoying each other's company as much as we are the work.
Exactly.
I like to be very personal with my clients, very friendly.
Yes. I feel like that's something you're really good at. You're really good at talking to people like they're human beings. That's something I find frustrating about this specific work sometimes is there's a lot of like, well, it's a lot like religion in the sense that there's a lot of rules and like if you step into certain groups, you're gonna find people are saying things like, well, you can't use tarot if someone did gift you a tarot deck, right? So like I find that not just with clients, but anyone that is like peers, I don't want them to have those belief systems.
Right.
So I'm very picky with like who I work with and who I get readings from.
I'm picky with who I even watch or connect with in the same community, like what you're talking about.
Hmm.
I don't tend to watch a lot of other mediums or interact with them just because I find a lot of them to be very egocentric
Yes.
and rude. And I don't just mean like rude to other mediums, but I mean like rude to their clients. They're very
Yes.
judgmental and something y'all might not know a lot about as psychic mediums, we are judged a lot and projected onto, even when we're trying to help people. Um, it's something you get used to in the work, but it doesn't mean that we enjoy going and looking for that judgment or inviting it in.
Right.
So I am very selective of the clients that I continuously work with.
I don't like when clients talk down to me.
Yeah.
That's something I struggle with is like well, I paid you money and you're gonna have to, or like if I don't tell them what they want to hear, they're all of a sudden they go from like, oh, I love your videos, I love your work to that's not what I wanted to hear.
Hmm.
And then they're like,
And people forget sometimes to have fun with this. That's the ultimate
yeah,
point is like, you know, spiritual beliefs, regardless
you
of
look at the
whether
camera.
spiritual beliefs, regardless of what you
You look gorgeous.
thank you.
Look how shiny that is. That's the Elf Halo Glow Foundation, y'all. You gotta get this. This stuff's great. Okay. You
Was
look
I saying?
so good. I'm sorry. This look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
What was I talking about?
I'm sorry. I'm just like,
What was I
whoa, look
talking
at that
about?
shine. Um,
I got so distracted. I completely lost
aren't
track
you
of
so
like
pretty?
the
You're welcome.
um oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah,
Move it, we can move on.
we can move on.
Yeah.
Um, so when you channel,
Mhm.
what does that feel like for you? People ask me that question all the time, but I want to hear your
Really good question of
response.
what it feels like.
Yeah, what does it feel like?
It feels like your mind is full of a different person. Like for me, it's like my conscious version of myself remains in control but takes a back seat. Um, like I let someone else step into my mind and to my body and show me things and talk about things and express themselves. And I just kind of listen to it in the same way that you would any other conversation. And the things that land or that make sense in a way of communication, I usually will express that. I find that I'm a very emotional reader. Um, very attuned to how they make me feel and what things they show me, and I'm a very visual reader as well.
Sorry, I'm like just like digging.
It's ASMR in the background. It's just
Like,
it
where
really
is
is.
that fucking bronzer? I need a way to when we
You need a way to organize things.
this week. Oh,
I'm really an organized
I'm gonna
person.
pause this. I have to pause this. I'm like, I really want to listen.
I don't really see the difference.
What?
I don't. I didn't see what I looked like before though.
You're gonna see. You're
You're
gonna see.
gonna see.
And I'm not done yet. I'm just gonna
No, I
start
mean, if
it.
I end up looking like you, that's great.
Okay, cool. Well, what we're saying,
I don't know.
I don't know. This is chaotic, guys. It is what it is. We're having to fit this in. So,
What does it feel like? Is what we were talking about.
yes.
It feels like the way I'll describe it on my streams at times is like you're holding conversations, three separate conversations at once. You have the conversation you are personally having with that spirit or spirits. You have the conversation that they're asking you to tell to their person. And then I'm also feeling the connection energy of the person I'm reading for who's still alive. So it can be very draining at times, but the way that kind of conversation flows and the interactions, they can feel very fulfilling as well. There's nothing quite like when you establish that connection when you really get to see yourself help someone to feel more like at peace, to feel more loved and seen, and to see them not just know that they can connect to their person, but what it really feels like. That is such an overwhelming form of bliss that I have never really found
I'm listening.
another expression of.
Hmm.
I think all of us adults here can think of a couple things that feel very similar to that, but it's just it's an addictive kind of I don't know. I mean, think about it when y'all help anyone in any way,
It's
but to see somebody
exhilarating.
like act, I look like a clown. So for those of us who don't do makeup, what is it you're doing right now?
So this is blush. I just did bronzer on your, certain parts of your face. Now I'm doing blush.
Mhm.
Um, that's it.
Cool. Oh, I just learned earlier that the Ahsoka season 2 trailer is probably going to be leaked in the next week or so,
Ooh, nice.
and I'm very excited for the new season. I know you probably will be too.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Okay.
also a big Star Wars movie coming out next year.
Nice. Okay. So, what is advice you get from people's spirit team on the regular? Like, what's something you hear a lot when you are passing along messages?
Be
That's
easy,
like,
be easier on yourself.
hmm,
Focus on being softer and kinder, less judgmental. Honestly, I mean, that's a really big deal. It's one of the first things that we work on after we die in order to feel more at peace with ourselves. Because, like, when we're in our bodies in this form, we're already very overstimulated and dysregulated a lot. So when our souls kind of experience that, it's very like, you get used to it. But once you're out of your body and you're just kind of left with what you are, like who you are instead of your physical self, those external stimulations and distractions, they're not really there anymore. So
listeners.
they always recommend to do as much work on yourself and on finding as much peace while you're alive as you can, because it saves you a lot of time, effort, and truly suffering on the other side,
Yeah.
from what they told me. So I spend a lot of time trying to be kinder, not just to myself, but to others, and be more self-aware of how I am in the world. And I'll tell you all honestly, something that means is that you're going to have to open yourself up to disappointment and getting hurt a lot more often because you have to take yourself more importantly. And not, again, not in an ego way, right? Not in a, well, I'm better than you, or not that way. No, it's it's the way of I have worth inherently, and I am deserving of some things, and some things I am not deserving of, like maltreatment.
Your eyes closed, by the way.
Okay.
I'm listening. Keep going. This is good. This is good stuff.
Another question people tend to ask a lot, like all the time, is like, "Oh, how long have you had this ability?" And I think most people who end up as mediums are people who've like had that ability since they were born. Now, not everyone, right? But I think most people who end up doing it for a career kind of just had it their whole life and had to deal with it, or in some ways are blessed to deal with it. But
Hair is like all over. I'm listening.
so for me, it's the same. I've had the abilities my whole life, but they were very under underutilized and uh
Undervalued.
undervalued. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So I learned to ignore them, and also there was a lot of like dangerous energy around me as a kid and a lot of dangerous ideas around what I was interacting with. So I learned to just tune it out. And that's something that I think, again, every medium and every psychic is going to have different ways of expressing themselves and kind of connecting. Like Satori
Keep your eyes
struggles,
closed. I'm listening.
okay. Satori really struggles to like tune it out. So it can overwhelm her very easily.
Oh, yeah.
So the energies of like connecting can be very powerful for her. Whereas for me, well, I could taste that.
Yeah, keep your eyes closed. Sorry. We're
I just
doing powder. We're setting in the base.
It smells really nice.
Yeah, I
It
think so too.
smells like drywall.
So sorry, your hair is like all up in my.
So what happens when you have curly hair? I'll
I
say
love
it.
your curly hair. Her eyes are wide open. I looked down and her eyes are wide open. It scared me so bad. Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Should be
Okay.
okay for a few more minutes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Pray,
Okay.
pray for us, guys.
Thank for us. Okay, I'm almost at a point where you can open.
What was I talking about? I was like ranting and then got distracted.
I'm
My train
sorry.
of thought
We
was
got,
just
we're
not
just
being
getting
bigger.
distracted because she's wide awake right now. She's wide awake. Um, okay, open your eyes. Wait, oh, look at the camera. Okay. About to
Oh
do.
well, okay, so I can actually see the difference now. What? I couldn't see it before.
It's fine.
When you got started, you're like, don't you see how pretty you look? I'm like, what's the difference?
I guess it's not coming through on cameras, which is fine.
But now it is.
Can you see Lily? Yeah, she's girl.
She always takes the blanket and like holds it over her face like she's trying to, in like horror movies when they like show you suffocating someone with a piece of plastic. She does that to herself with her blankets.
It's whole thing. Okay. Should we go?
I need to much better.
Can I see? Okay. Beautiful. Oh my God, it's pretty. Okay.
Oh, what I was saying is that I learned very young to tune it out and to not listen. And so it for me is for the most part something I actively have to listen to in order to engage with it. Now that doesn't mean that spirits can't just come to me on their own and like catch my attention because they do that all the time too. But for me, it's not something that's just consistently overwhelming. But energy as a whole, I do find to be very overwhelming. Like if I'm in an environment where it's
Close
very,
your eyes.
very unsafe, um, very dense, heavy, judgmental, like I can feel it when I walk into a room, right? Like the first day I walked into this house, when we moved here, I remember I walked in and I was like, "Hey, there's an older lady here that I've never met before," and I was like describing her to Satori, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's the lady who lived here before us, and she passed away in the back bedroom." And so it's like you can feel those kinds of energies when you walk into a space, especially if they tend to occupy it. And in general, when I am around other people whose loved one is loud enough to be heard and is trying to catch the attention of their loved one, I can pick up on it, and sometimes they'll catch my attention. They'll be like, "Hey, you can see me, can't you?" Another thing that people tend to ask a lot about is like, well, is there any scary things or like are bad things real? And people tend to ask that a lot. And I found that there's a lot of things out there that are real, but there's not a urgent need to be afraid of it. If anything, avoidance and shame and like fear, those sorts of energies, especially consistently.
Hold on. All right. Our dog did something accidentally. Didn't know where she was stamping.
It's kind of cute that she's hiding underneath the crib now.
It's really adorable. I know.
We have tons of diapers underneath our daughter's crib. And we just pulled out a box enough that our dog can fit down there now.
Right. Can you close your eyes? Give me close for a sec. Okay. Um, let's just for one more second.
But there are a lot of creepy things that go bump in the night. And sometimes they come through with sleep paralysis. Sometimes they come through with creepy ass shadows. Sometimes, and these are things that me and Story both experienced. I don't know if she's ever told y'all about, but one of the last places we lived together, um, they
Keep
would
your eyes
have,
closed.
okay, they would have these voices that would mimic the other person
Oh yeah.
and talk at us from another room. And I remember that it kept happening. Like I would
Tilt your head up.
I would hear her calling my name and asking for something from me, and then I'd go try and find her from the room I heard it from, and there would be nothing in there. And it would be like usually very
Hold
dark in that room.
like don't move your face too much if you don't mind. Just for a second. Yes. Okay. Want to blow on your face? I
The coughing for me. So
kind of rush because she's like,
I get it. And then I would go and try and find her again, and she'd be in a completely different room. And I'd be like, "Did you call me?" She's like, "No, I've got my headphones on. I was not even talking to you." And that happened for quite a while. And there's other weird things that would happen, which, like, for context, the house we were staying in at the time was situated in the middle of a field, basically, of grass. And so there was like very few trees around, and you had very clear sight lines for like, I don't know, a good 50 or 60 feet in every direction. So there's really no way nothing like anything could sneak up on you. And I say this for this reason. We would hear human footsteps outside the house and voices whispering,
Yes.
and we would hear it right outside our windows. And we would go out there.
Okay, open your eyes.
We'd go out there to look at. Oh, very pretty. We would go out there to look and see um, who was out there and why, and there'd be nobody there. And the second you'd close the door and come back in, it would start up again.
Okay. Can you like,
Mm, smells nice,
I have to go on something else. It literally did nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
but it smells nice.
I sure did. This one is still like a neutral shade, but it comes through a little bit more, in my opinion. Just brightens. Can you like, oh, you look pretty. Okay. And one last thing.
And you'll see my eyelashes.
Okay. The camera's not doing it justice. It's just not. But
It's
it looks amazing. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the camera's at 1080. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. She like smeared it. I felt that.
Cute. Ow. Ugh.
You're not used to using makeup and facial hair, are you?
No, can you look? Can you look? Okay, okay, that's good. Ready? Setting spray, and then we'll grab bug. Keep your eyes closed.
Mhm.
This is the Power Grip Rose setting spray. Okay.
That's exactly what it smells like. I was gonna say it smelled like flowers.
All right. This is his makeup. You look awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna end this here. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.